I don't know, I'm just a nerd. I'm just gonna shut up now. Hi guys, so if you've been following my channel, you know that I'm doing a little bit of a head-to-head with Pete from Conversation of Money, just trying to see which one of us can beat the other over a period of 6 weeks. And I chose renewable energy and he chose tech. And we're just trying to see, for a bit of fun, who can make the largest gains over a short-term period. Now, things are looking really good for me for a while, and it is no longer the case. So I do think it's important to remember that there will be strong volatility with sectors like this over short periods of time. So whilst I strongly believe in the renewable energy sector long term, and I have seen huge gains in it before I started this challenge. I don't know if you remember when I had Plug Power and it was like up 170% or something stupid like that at one point. So obviously you have seen swings both ways, and yeah, short-term trading is not my thing, but we're gonna see how it goes. Still have a couple weeks left, so not all hope is lost. It is a fool's hope, but I'm still going to hope. If you do want to give Stake a go, don't forget that I do have a referral link down below, and if you do use it and you top up within 24 hours, I think it's a minimum of $50, then you can get a free share of Nike, Dropbox or GoPro. Obviously this video is a collaboration with Stake, but they are not paying us for the video itself. So it is basically a winner takes all in this challenge, and yeah, it's not looking good for me. Anyway, let's jump into the portfolio, and it's going to look a little bit different this time because Stake have just released a desktop platform, which I'm so excited about because you guys know that I really like to have the desktop option, and I've spoken about it previously. And I know that, for example, with Trading 212, I really didn't like the desktop platform. I never used it. I just found it not user-friendly at all. But I love this one. It's so clean and simple. So I'm definitely basically going to switch from the app to the desktop. I know different people prefer different things, so obviously see what you prefer. If you want to see the Stake interface of the app, just check out my previous videos. But this one I'm going to do in the desktop. So here is my dashboard, and you can see here overall I'm 11% down. I just want to cry. It was going so well. Now it's not. If we just look at a glance before we look at anything, you can see here it's all red overall. So whilst today it's gone up about 1.1%, overall it's down 11%. So essentially looking red across the board. But some hope in the fact that they have all gone up today. So potentially in the next 2 weeks, there is still some hope that maybe I will recover. I do know that the tech sector is down as well, so I'm just hopeful maybe that somehow we won't be too far off each other, but I do think at the moment I am the most down. So my best player last time was Enphase Energy. This was my biggest gain last time, and it's actually one of my worst performers now. So it has taken a huge tumble, which is really interesting because if we go into Enphase here, you can see, if we scroll down, their earnings report has just come out and their revenue is up, but obviously their earnings before interest, tax, etc. are down quite a bit. So it is good to be able to clearly see this here. But I wanted to have a look through on the news section and just have a look at what people are saying. So I did go into this article here. So this particular article didn't tell me too much other than the fact that they are saying that it is a hold stock now. So the article is basically talking about how they are expecting their earnings to go up, but what I really want to know is why, despite the earnings reports, the share price has gone down. So after digging through many articles about this, I found out that they were actually suffering from some supply issues. And I think this is also the same with Tesla. But in terms of Enphase, obviously I'm focusing on this one because I spoke a lot about it in my last video. The supply constraints that they talk about are actually expected to last for the remainder of the year, which would be really, really bad. And clearly that's massively affected the stock price. The other thing that could have happened is people could have thought it was overvalued due to its PE ratio. I did talk about it having a really high PE ratio previously, and potentially to some people that, like I said before, it could mean that it's overvalued. But if we look at the PEG ratio, it is actually below 1. Now, a lower PEG ratio is considered better, so as long as it's not over 1, it doesn't look to be overvalued. So long term, I think this is a great investment, and I stick by what I said, and I do think it's going to recover. Whether it's going to recover in time for this 6-week challenge, probably not. So I am probably just going to have to stick it out with this one, because I do really believe in it, and I just want to see whether it recovers slightly. But if we just go back to my overall portfolio here, you can see here something that shows buying power $3. Now the reason for that is because I did sell out of one of the shares. Oh look, we have a green, that's interesting. I did sell out of one of the positions. I took a profit, and I then decided to reinvest that money of the original investment and the profit into Enphase. So I took out $53, and then I put $25 into Enphase and $25 into General Electric, because when I was doing the research at the time, it seemed like those two were the best bets. Clearly not. Although GE at the moment is not doing too badly out of all of these. But that's what I did. I thought that taking that profit would be good, and then reinvesting it in the ones that were likely to perform better. Clearly at the moment it's not paid off, but we shall see. Now there is a really cool thing here that I might just be a complete nerd, and I might just be like, I don't know, weird. But I thought this little countdown here of this is how long you have until the US markets close is really, really cool. I don't know, I'm just a nerd. I'm just gonna shut up now. But also tell me what you think of the desktop version of Stake. Am I right in thinking that it's super simple and looks really easy to use? Let me know what you think. So what I am gonna have to try and do over the next couple of weeks is monitor these a lot more closely. I know that I did sell out of one position and then like go into the other two, but I wasn't really actively monitoring it. I was seeing that some positions were going up, and I was happy to just let things sit. But now with only 2 weeks to go, I am getting nervous, and I'm definitely going to monitor this more on a daily basis. Whether or not I'm going to find the time to do it properly, that's a different story, but I am going to try and do my best to take profits when they come. Oh look, Neo's gone back down again. Take profits when they come and move things around, maybe into the bigger names. So maybe into the Tesla, the Neo, the things that are bigger and their volatility is more likely to go in the upwards direction. But obviously I'm not really going to take these huge 23% drops yet. And I can't remember whether I said this earlier on in the video, so I'm just going to say it now / again. Even my renewable energy positions outside of this portfolio, outside of this challenge, have all taken a massive hit, and there can be many reasons for it, but I know that the tech sector is also currently down a lot, so I don't think it's necessarily the picks themselves. My whole clean energy portfolio ETF is also down quite a bit, so I'm gonna try not to overthink it and just see how it goes over the next couple of weeks. But if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below and I'll let you know how it goes. That's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye.